Hello, good evening, and you join us at the end of a day which mirrors perfectly what the Scottish Cup is all about. The chance for the smaller clubs to claim a bit of glory, the opportunity for the big guns to march straight into the last eight, and the real possibility of at least one First Division club reaching the semi-finals. It's action all the way tonight, with the story first of the match at Pittodrie between Aberdeen and Dundee United. Clubs Aberdeen and Dundee United. The home side with a handsome cup pedigree, United still chasing the trophy, which has proved so elusive. It promised to be a fine match when Jock Brown was not disappointed.
There's still no Willie Miller or David Robertson in the Aberdeen ranks, but there are three full internationals in that midfield: Neil Simpson, Jim Bett and Robert Connor. So that's a powerful launch pad for the strike force of Charlie Nicholas, Paul Wright and Willem van der Ark. The 6'5" Dutchman is making his home debut after scoring 4 weeks ago in his first match at Motherwell, and he will present a new problem for Dundee United. And United have lost Billy McKinlay through injury from their midfield, but they parade no fewer than 8 international players, including their 22-year-old strikers, Kevin Gallagher of Scotland and Miksu Patalainen of Finland. But one player providing a number of tactical options for Jim McLean is young John Clark, who can play in defence or add power to the attack. He's wearing a number 2 jersey, but Aberdeen will have to guess where he'll be used. The referee Bob Valentine of Dundee gets the battle of the new firm underway. A crucial cup tie. 3 draws in the league between the clubs so far this season. Aberdeen having the edge in the Skoll Cup, and Dundee United coming here anxious to add to their 17-match undefeated run. So a real cup tie and a half in prospect before a full house here at Pittodrie, and in perfect conditions both overhead and underfoot. So there's the first free kick of the match. It goes to Aberdeen. Here's Jim Bett starting the match right in the centre of midfield. McKimmie and Neil Simpson inside. Here's Bett. Patalainen's challenge. Here's McInally. Now Krivokapic, Yugoslav, trying to force his way past Jim Bett. He was balked in the process, so that's a free kick to United. French going through, but McLeish has that long pass well under control. The Aberdeen captain, Alec McLeish. And the Ark challenging Hegarty. Breaks now for Wright. And the first goal attempt of the match comes from young Paul Wright. And it was created by the power in the air of Willem van der Ark. Well, if United were in any doubt about the menace of the Dutchman, they'll have realised by now what a threat he is. That high ball which Hegarty appeared to be going to meet. In came van der Ark, the ball brought down to Paul Wright, and that shot rifled just past the post. Simpson chesting it down. That was Patalainen, tackled by McKimmie. Here's Neri. Up goes Irvin. Dave Bowman collects in midfield. Chance for French. A snap chance for Hamish French, and that wasn't far away. Alec McLeish clearly angry with the marking. But the ball coming through very quickly from midfield to French. Look how well he controlled it, turned with a left foot shot, and Snelders was relieved to see that go past. Simpson running past McInally. Good play from Neil Simpson. Superb, aggressive midfield play from Simpson, and it almost paid off with the opening goal. Well, he won that, controlling it well with his chest in midfield, taking on McInally on the run, seeing the opening ahead and striding forward for that shot at goal. Gallagher nodding it on, but the cover's there again for Aberdeen. It's McLeish. Van der Ark doing well again, but John Clark intercepted the first time. Here's Paul Wright with a chance. Brought down by Clark. The referee waves play on. And the Aberdeen fans are incensed. Paul Wright still on the ground near the penalty spot, where he was dispatched by the challenge from John Clark. But it was Van der Ark again, whose physique created the opportunity, playing the ball forward beyond Paul Hegarty. Wright chested it down, striding into the box. There was the tackle from Clark, and referee Valentine had no hesitation in waving play on. Good control from Nicholas. And a fine pass to Connor. McKimmy's on the right. Nicholas calling for the ball. That was intended for right, I think. Great ball from Nicholas. Here's Connor. The opening goal for Aberdeen is Robert Connor. 26 minutes into the first half, and it was the sharpness and genius of Charlie Nicholas who created it. Well, the deadlock broken, and it was Charlie Nicholas who was very much involved. He was involved in the initial build-up, then he tried to play a pass to right, the ball ricocheted back to him, he was on the ground, but he spun and played that into a gap for Connor, who kept his head, he remained cool, and left Thompson without a hope. Good play from Malpass, restoring some order to the play. Gallagher, wide for Krivokovic. Bowman's in space. Needs some support on the outside. He gets it from Clark. Patalainen's at the far post. Blocked by Van der Ark for Bowman. Goal kick is given. Bowman thinks there was a deflection. He's looking for a corner in vain. But some good, powerful play by John Clark, supporting from the back and going forward to send in that cross, setting up the shooting chance for Dave Bowman. Nearly to Malpass. Well, I'm not sure that's what he intended, but it ran out kindly. Here's Jim Bett, though, linking with Nicholas. Here's Bett once more. Well, Jim Bett not at all pleased with himself. He's in a hurry to play that into the goal area. He now has to strike back quickly as United tried to strike on the break with Krivokovic on the left. Here's French. Running away from Van der Ark. This is John Clark. Bowman is number 10. Now Gallagher. Fine cross. Irvin had to play it. Helped away by McLeish. Dave Bowman's long throw, looking for Hegarty. Helps it on. So does Gallagher. There's Patalainen, but it's McKimmie who's there for Aberdeen. Calm defending once again from Stuart McKimmie, as Patalainen tried to go in on that. Fine move from Dundee United. Missed by Van der Ark and Hegarty. And the free kick goes to Aberdeen this time. The challenge by Clark. Push in the back. So Aberdeen have the chance to create something from a rehearsed set piece. Billy Thompson organising a wall for United. So discussion going on now. Nicholas, Connor and Bett. There's some wind assistance here for Aberdeen. That's why there's a four-man wall as Nicholas lines it up. And that was inches away from Nicholas. Beautifully struck from the right boot of Charlie Nicholas. He took full advantage of the elements here, flighting that towards the top corner, wind assisted, and Thompson was a relieved keeper to see that go wide. And it looks as though Aberdeen may have done enough to retain an edge at half-time. They certainly are worthy of that on the balance of play in the first half. They've had more good goal attempts than United. They've made one of them in particular pay. Here's Krivokovic stepping away from Neil Simpson. A great chance for United. Connor is there, nodding it away for a corner kick. There'll be barely enough time for it to be taken. Connor doing a good defensive chore there from midfield. The referee Bob Valentine is checking his watch very carefully as Kevin Gallagher prepares to take this corner kick. Checking with his linesman. That high ball comes in towards Hegarty. It's missed by Hegarty and McLeish. Here's Jim McAnally. Well taken by Snelders. An off-foot ball right on his goal line, and there goes the half-time whistle. Aberdeen go in leading by 1-0. The goal provided by the midfield player Robert Connor, and that's a goal which I think their play in the first half just about merits. They've had more good goal attempts than United in that period, but it was the genius of Charlie Nicholas on the ground which sparked off that goal chance for Connor, turning into the box on his right foot, sliding the ball beyond Billy Thompson. So the half-time score, Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 0. Half if they're to make an impact and preserve their 17-game undefeated record, and at the same time remain in the Scottish Cup, which they've graced so well in the last few seasons, being in the final the last 2 years without managing a victory. With John Clark, this is Gallagher, brought down by Robertson, and that was a penalty kick, no question about it, right in front of the referee's eyes. A moment of rashness there from Ian Robertson, and suddenly United have the best opportunity of all to get right back in the match. Well, Ian Robertson has no complaints about that, as Gallagher turned away. Robertson pulled him down blatantly in front of the referee. There was no real danger pending, but that doesn't matter, and it's Patalainen who will attempt to match his 100% penalty record this season. Jim Bett going to have a chat with Dale Snelders. Well, it's a remarkable record for Aberdeen. They've had 5 penalty kicks against them this season, and 3 of them have been missed. So only 2 successes against 5 for Snelders in goal. And it's Patalainen who has 2 out of 2 for Dundee United so far. A very interesting contest and a vital kick for the Finnish international. It's Patalainen against Snelders. Beautifully finished by Patalainen, showing remarkable coolness under that immense pressure. Well, Dale Snelders guessed right, but he hadn't any answer to the accuracy of the pace of the shot from Patalainen. The joy at the beach end for the United fans. 1.5 minutes into the second half, and we're back to Old Square. Bett was balked as he went inside by Patalainen, and the referee will have a word with the Finnish international, whose English is now good enough to understand the lecture being administered by referee Valentine. There's Bett, and Robertson will be very anxious to atone for that error in defence which gave United the penalty. There's Irvin. Now Bett. Turned away by Thompson. Well, that almost caught the United keeper by surprise. Jim Bett urging on his men, controlling that ball from Irvin well, striding forward, letting fly low towards the corner. Well, Willie Miller in the stand would much rather, I'm sure, be out there on the field directing traffic for Aberdeen, especially at this stage in the match when they've lost their way a little. Van der Ark again. Tackled by McInally. In goes Irvin. Connor keeps it in play. John Clark playing it into space, looking to exploit the pace of Gallagher, trying to get in behind McLeish. That's no easy task. But it came off McLeish in the end, according to the linesman and referee, so it's a throw to United. Touched across by Gallagher off the post. Back it goes to French. There's Hegarty. The post again. French. Still not clear. It's bouncing about as Van der Ark plays the ball away. Still United on the attack with Kevin Gallagher. Looking to send over a cross. Up it goes towards Patalainen, going up with Kimmy, and there's a chance for Jim McInally, and United have, in the space of 30 seconds, more chances than they created throughout the first half. Well, it started with a long throw from the right, which Hegarty challenged for. Gallagher drove the ball across the face of the goal. It came off the post, found its way back across again to Hegarty with a great chance. He played it off the post, and then the chances were lined up for United, but they couldn't put one away. And both sides will realise that any error now could end the interest of the club in the cup. It's also a time for a flash of attacking inspiration. Sean Hewitt linking up with Simpson. Here's Nicholas. Simpson again. Cross comes near it. There's Paul Wright. The clearance came from Hegarty, and Nicholas' shot is also blocked. There's Mead with his first touch. In goes Bett, now operating on the right side of the midfield. Here's Charlie Nicholas. bundled over there by Malpass. Free kick, all right. Nicholas very upset about that, trying to engineer a shooting chance. And there will be a booking, I think, for the United captain, Maurice Malpass. Well, certainly not known for being anything other than a scrupulously fair player, but that certainly was a foul, and the referee making certain the match doesn't boil up in these closing stages. Malpass is booked, and Aberdeen have a free kick in a very dangerous position. Jim Bett controlling traffic. Nicholas is there, Connor is there, Hewitt is there. Connor and Hewitt with deadly ability from their left side. 15 minutes left as Thompson lines up a wall, and referee Bob Valentine brings it several feet further back. Got to be back 10 yards. The referee insisting on that. He will not allow it to be taken. There's Robert Connor. Breaks for Irvin. Battalion was there, sweeping the ball out. In goes Robertson. There's no offside. Here's Charlie Nicholas. Krivokovic goes back. Down goes Nicholas. And what has the referee given? I think the referee has given offside himself, although the flag did not go up. Yes, referee Bob Valentine has overruled the linesman and indicated that that was offside. Now setting up an attack. Bett wins it back from Krivokovic. This is Simpson. That's gone straight to Bowman. Now McInally. Took his eye off the ball. Here's Betts, and now Connor. Robbed by McInally. Good pass finds Mead. Trying to take on McLeish. Setting it up in the middle. A fine effort. Beaten away from McGuinness. There goes Mead, and now Bowman. Bowman's cross. Up goes Gallagher. Just over the bar. Well, that said it all from Kevin Gallagher. A fine header. But it was initially the shot from Gary McGuinness which brought a let off for Aberdeen. Set up by Mead. A fine driven shot by McGuinness. Beaten away by Snelders. And as the Aberdeen defence tried to regroup, that cross coming in from the right with Gallagher getting up well, and the header goes over the top. Irvin's header, it came off Gallagher. That's a throw to Aberdeen. Gallagher will do himself no favours protesting to the referee. Gallagher wins it from Irvin. A chance now for United right at the last second. And it comes towards Bowman. Down it goes to McGuinness. And a great save from Snelders. Well, Gary McGuinness denied once again by Snelders. What a crucial save that could turn out to be. The ball nodded down by Bowman. McGuinness keeping it down, hitting it with lots of power, and Snelders was there with a save. And indeed, that's the last attack of the match. There goes the final whistle. The stalemate which many people prophesied has come about, with Aberdeen having the edge in the first half and going ahead through Robert Connor, but then United taking over in the second half, and Mixu Patalainen driving in the equaliser from the penalty spot in the second minute. So the final score here at Pittodrie, it's Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 1.
Alec McLeish and Maurice Malpass, was this the result that really neither of you wanted? Is that fair, Alec?
I think that's fair to say that, Jock. I don't think anybody wanted a replay, and I thought Scottish Cup, both teams would be going for outright victory today. You know, usually in the league, sometimes a wee bit cagey, but today I think both teams went for it, particularly us in the first half and United more so in the second.
It did look at half-time, Maurice, as though Aberdeen did have things under control with that one-goal lead. What happened at half-time to change things?
The manager gave us a little talking, one of his famous talkings. In the second half we come out and we scored a goal, got a penalty early on, and I think that settled us. And from there on we just pushed on. As Alex says, both teams wanted to win today. There's no point playing for a draw. Unfortunately, it's ended like a draw.
You both had an alteration to the setup to change things a wee bit, with Willem van der Aert coming in as a new player for you to handle Maurice in defence. Did that make a difference to your approach?
Not really. We have got enough players at the back, big enough to handle him. He's a very awkward customer. I would like to play against him every week.
No, I could see that from the start of the match when Paul Hegarty was getting a bit of attention. But you also had John Clark coming into your side. That would change things a wee bit too, because you never know where he's going to play, do you, Alec?
That's right. Clark is a versatile big fella, and he's proven in the past he can come in and play in a number of positions for United and do very well, equally well in any of those positions. So, I mean, he's probably worthy of a place in the United side. Good player.
And do you think the advantage has switched now to the home side for the replay, Alec, or do you think it makes any difference in this game?
Not necessarily, no. I think, as you say, I don't think it makes a difference. United enjoy coming here. We enjoy going to Tannadice, albeit league games. But you could go to Tannadice and win it just as easy as United could come here and win a game.
And so everything to play for at Tannadice on Wednesday night. And who knows, extra time might be needed to find out who goes through to the quarter-finals. And of course, we'll have a midweek Scott Sport Cup special on Wednesday night at 10:35.